What is going on, everybody? Welcome to my YouTube channel. New episodes every Friday, but for today, that's it because it's Thursday and the YouTube drops tomorrow and I got nothing. Have a good day. All right, just kidding, but on a for real note, generally we have the YouTube prepared a week in advance, but because most of you guys know I've been extremely sick with the vid, highly do not recommend. So what I do want to do, you guys, is kind of talk about what I've gone through the last couple weeks, and it's just gonna be a little story time. So sit back, relax, enjoy. If you're a woman, then make sure you are in the free fitness community. I'm gonna drop the link in the comments. Other than that, you guys, listen to my fucking horrific experience that I've gone through over the last 2 weeks. So I'm finally allowed out of my house, but I was isolated for a solid 10 days, have not been to the gym in 2 weeks. And if we're being completely honest, fell off my eating. Literally did like a 15-minute at-home workout and didn't drink my water, didn't do my morning routine. Honestly felt extremely depressed. And I'm not even exaggerating. And I feel guilty when I say that because I'm fully aware that there's worse things in the world and that I probably could have dealt with this whole situation a little bit better. But I have not been that sick in my entire life. And then you think it's over and then it fucking comes back. You think it's over and then it comes back. And so I feel pretty off routine, and my wedding is in 29 days. Am I ready for it? Absolutely not. We're moving in 15 days. I guess I'm as ready as I can be for that, but it's obviously gonna be stressful. My business, I just was like not able to be as present, so I'm struggling in that area. I've had to be around Brian for 2 weeks straight. We just got into a little argument before we left house. We actually did pretty good, but we have been locked in the house together for 2 weeks straight, and I love summer. Like, I love summer. I love going to the beach. I love being outside. I love going for walks, and being stuck in my house when it was like 40+ degree weather. A lot of people would rather be in an air-conditioned house. I would way rather be on the beach. I had about 15 girls come down to Iron Energy to come see me and each other, and I wasn't able to see any of them. So yeah, not gonna lie, you guys, for the first time, and when's the last time I felt miserable? I mean, I have miserable days sometimes, but the last time I actually felt like this miserable, like honestly, like even looking at myself in the mirror, I wanted to rip my own hair out, was probably like 10 years ago. So now that I'm allowed out of my house, I'm going to my favorite place, the place that gave me a 3rd-degree burn on my leg. That's my burn now. It was all over my Instagram. Can you see it? I burnt my leg with green tea, but every single day I come to Tim Hortons still and get this green tea, but it was in this little side thing here. Put it down, the lid popped off, green tea flew up, splashed my leg, and my leg was like a blistery mess. Bad things happen in 3, blistery legs, COVID. You guys, I went through the McDonald's drive-thru and I got chicken fingers and chicken nuggets and fries. And I drove through, and me and Haley are driving through, and Haley, of course, like, I never go to McDonald's. Like, I don't do fast food. Even for her, it's a very, like, it's a special treat to get fast food. Thank you. And so we went through, I got this, like, McChicken sauce came. They fucking forgot my fries. And if you're a bitch and you want fries, like, you are just miserable. You just had the coroney bologna. You've been stuck in your house for 2 weeks. You go to the McDonald's drive-thru and you order some fucking...
Why did you stop like that?
You go through the fucking McDonald's drive-thru and they forget your fries, and then I try to reverse and the other car's already pulled up. I was just like, I think it was a sign from the universe, like, that I needed to stop resorting to food for comfort. And that's like another part of the coroney bologna that scared me, is that for so long I felt like I had a fairly good relationship with food, which I built back over time. And once, like, the gym was taken away from me, my daughter was taken away from me, my energy was taken away from me, all these things I didn't have, I felt like I started to go back into old habits, because I was like, well, I don't feel like mentally strong, physically I don't feel strong, and so I started to go back to old habits, like, I'm upset, so I can't go to the gym, which is usually my outlet. I tried to do an at-home workout and literally felt like a bus had hit me afterwards. And I was like, if I can't do all these things, the only thing that I know how to do is to eat my feelings. So I think that was like a sign from the universe. It was like, yo, get your shit together. We're not giving you these fries. And I didn't go back in. I didn't get my fries, but I did eat. I did eat my chicken nuggets. Did I instantly regret it? Fuck, they're good. They're fucking good. So the good thing about, this dog is that he doesn't need much. Usually I take him out for at least like 1 to 2 walks a day, even if they're only 5 to 10 minutes. But he quite literally would be like, look at how cute he is. He's just like, I'm just hanging out now, Mom. He would be happy. He's happy just if people are around. So for the solid 2 weeks, he was totally fine. Just going out to the patio and then just coming down and sitting and cuddling with us. He didn't complain or whine once. He just loves being around people. So that was good. I honestly, like, if I had a dog that required a lot of walking, I probably would have had to get Mama Nick to come pick them up. So this water jug, I usually fill it up and drink it by the end of the day. If I fall short, it's like I usually have at least drank 3.5 liters, if not more. And I didn't finish it. I haven't finished it once in the last 2 weeks. At the beginning, when I was really not feeling well, I wasn't able to eat. I would maybe have like 1 meal a day, and it would be one of the prep meals that I had. And then when the sickness started to like subside a bit, that's when I started making the food choices that I never make because I was so angry that I was still locked in the house. There's a ton of things that we have to do for the wedding. This is like a list here. The list doesn't end there. It goes on to the next page. So what's your most fond memory over the last 2 weeks?
Mom got out of her quarantine and we went to the beach together.
We did go to the beach together. We had lots of fun. Yeah. We had lots of fun, and we went and got our toes done.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Okay,
so positive note, you guys. I made the bed this morning because that is another thing that I didn't do well. Oh my God, that just hit the fan. That was another thing I didn't do while I was in the thick of it. That's what I'm calling it. Into the thick of it, boom. Into the thick of it, dab. Okay, so made my bed this morning, which guys, that's a really good sign that I'm getting back on track. This right here is all clean laundry that I will not be doing anytime soon because the thought of it makes me want to Lysol wipe everybody's face. All right, you guys, so this is my partner in crime. Over the last 2 weeks, he's been my Corona in crime. This is Kirst&Bmark, and we were into the thick of it together.
Yeah, that was not fun. I'm happy that it's over.
It was brutal, and that's what I said too. I was like, you can ask Brian. Like, it was, for me, it was the worst sickness that I think I've ever had.
Chicken pox, I think, was the worst, but this was like close second. Like, if I think, yeah, I don't know. I was not a good time. She fucking got to leave, and she was like, I'm still so sick. I'm like locked in the house in quarantine.
Yeah, my isolation ended before his because I got sick before him. So they said that like I could leave, I just had to sanitize. And Brian was like, shut your fucking mouth. I have to be stuck in this house for another 2 days. Like, we're not okay. Question for you.
Okay.
What was your favorite memory over the 2 weeks that we were locked in the house together?
We did not do very much. We literally just laid on that couch right there and slept for like 10 to 12 hours a day.
That's true. Okay.
My favorite memory was that one time I was sleeping on the couch. I was on that end with my head, and then you were on the other one. What was your favorite memory?
My favorite memory was when I was going through my, I'll call it the Great Corona Depression, because I went through it. It was awful. He knows. And Brian comes out onto the patio, and he's like, "I'm all yours. I'm gonna fix all your problems. Come sit on my lap. Come sit on my lap." And he's like, "Tell me everything right now that you're stressed out about." And so we started creating a list. And then he says, he's like, "Okay, so we're gonna fix this right now." He calls someone, fixes one problem. He's like, "Okay, that's done. What's next?" So he helped me clear up a few things that were really stressing me out. And it was in that moment that my depression went away for 2 hours until it came back.
I went outside and I sat down with some of my food, and I was just kind of like, "Hey." She's like, "Hi." It's like, "What's going on?" And she's like, "Nothing's working." I'm like, "Oh yeah?" I'm like, "Tell me more." I just like let her start talking, right? And then she like started talking. She was like telling me everything. I was like, okay, so like, why don't we do this? And she's like, what? I'm like, why don't we make a list of all the things that are pissing you off right now? She's like, okay. What was number one? Oh, it was, we were gonna do a charity boot camp this weekend, but we didn't promote for it at all because we've had the coroney bologna.
Because we had the coroney bologna.
So I'm stressed out about this charity boot camp because we have the corona and like, I haven't promoted it at all and I don't want to be energetic on my story. She's like, I want to plan it better. And I was like, well, let's just cancel it. She's like, what? I'm like, let's just cancel it. So we just called Amy and Brett and they were like, yep, like let's just postpone it until after the wedding. So and she's like, oh, that was easy. And then she's like, okay. She's like, I was like, okay, what else?
I can take on one problem at a time, but being so low energy and having like the wedding, the fundraiser boot camp, my business, my team, everything put on my plate and not feeling like energized and capable of taking all of it on really stressed me out. I do very well in stressful situations when it's not 85,000 things. Like I can take on one thing at a time and problem solve. But when I'm like, okay, like I haven't eaten my protein, I haven't drank my water, I feel like shit, this is falling apart, I'm behind on this, I end up like sitting and doing nothing instead of doing like one thing at a time.
It's just, there's a lot of things going on and it's like hard to manage. And usually when a lot of things going on, like you're already, like you're in a good mood, like you're energetic, you're like
good headspace,
taking care of your body, you're not sick. So it's like easier to manage. But yeah, it's just, when you're sick, it's just a different fucking beast. I think the reason I stayed so on top of it, because honestly, like I was sick, but I wasn't like horrendously sick. For me, it's like controlling the things that I could control. So I was like, I can't control that I had COVID. That's fucking, it just happened. And so I can control, and I also can't control that I need to sleep a lot because I have fucking COVID. So I'm not gonna get mad at myself when all I wanna do is sleep because that's what my body needs. So I just like accepted that. I'm like, I need to sleep, my body needs to sleep, that's fucking fine. Like I'm gonna make sure that my team is like handling everything and I'm just gonna do the best that I can. So I just did that and then I didn't beat myself up over it. And when I did do, like when I started to feel better, I was like excited to be working again and I was like motivated because I was like grateful that I was healthy again and it just gave me momentum. And yeah, I didn't miss a morning ritual the whole time. Honestly, the key to success is consistency.
Yeah, I agree.
I didn't
agree.
Like, and I talk about this a lot, but I didn't miss a single day of my podcast. I felt like death, like literal, actual death some days. And I never missed a fucking day of my podcast.
I completely agree. And the only thing that I didn't show up for was one 15-minute workout on the worst day of my sickness. Other than that, like I showed up to my Zooms and I was just honest with my girls. I'm like, yo, you guys, like I'm not doing this workout. I don't feel good. So I think even though I didn't stay in as strong of a mindset as Brian did, I still knew, you guys, like I still knew that this wasn't me falling completely off. Did I feel like I like had started all over and was I angry at myself? Yes. But like every morning I would recommit to having a better day, even if it didn't go that way. So I wasn't like, I'm throwing in the towel, I give up, fuck everything. I would really try and then something small would happen and it would just like throw me off for the day and then I'd be angry and it felt like I was in this spiral. But now, like even today, it's what? This is the best day I've had. It's 2:20 and I feel like I've like had a fucking productive day and I feel like I see the light. So guys, again, I was pushed back by 2 weeks. So I didn't come into today's YouTube with a plan. I spent a lot of my time feeling sorry for myself, which I'm out of that now. I don't like that I allowed myself to go to a place I haven't been in a long time, but again, I can take back control today, which is what I'm going to do. When I go back into workouts, I'm gonna be super compassionate with myself. So if I do some cardio and I feel, every time I would do something that I used to be able to do easily and I wasn't able to, I would just get so angry. And instead, I'm just gonna be grateful that my body got me through this. I'm gonna be grateful that I'm able to go back into the gym and I'm just gonna start taking one step forward every day. This is me holding myself accountable to you guys. I'll be taking a video of my current physique in a bathing suit tomorrow and then just documenting my COVID comeback and just how I gradually am going to get back into a routine that helps me kick ass in life. Kick life directly in the ass. So that's it, you guys. I'm feeling a little bit better. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you are a lady and you have not yet joined the free fitness community, it's on Facebook. The link's gonna be in the comments. If you wanna join the Big Booty Boss Academy, the link is also gonna be in the comments. I hope you guys have the most amazing day of your life. I hope you're feeling hot. I hope you're feeling healthy. I hope you're feeling happy. And I'll see you next week for an episode that will be properly planned out. Peace.